going to do chapter 4 now of 2 Kings. Okay. A certain woman curtain or certain certain woman of the wives of the sons of the prophets cried out to Elijah, saying, Your servant my husband is dead, and you know that your servant feared the Lord, and the creditor is coming to take my 2 sons to be his slaves. Verse 2. So Elisha said to her, What shall I do for you? Tell me, what do you have in the house? And she said, Your maidservant has nothing in the house but a jar of oil. Verse 3. Then he said, Go borrow vessels from everywhere, from all your neighbors, empty vessels. Do not gather just a few. Verse 4. And when you have come in, you shall shut the door behind you and your sons. Then pour it into all those vessels and set aside the full ones. Hopefully I said it right.
Vessel.
Verse 5. So she went from him and shut the door behind her and her sons, who brought the vessels to her, and she poured it out. Verse 9. Verse 6. Now it came to pass, when the vessels were full, that she said to her son, Bring me another vessel. And he said to her, There is not another vessel. So the oil ceased. Verse 7. Then she came and told the man of God, and he said, Go sell the oil and pay your debt, and you and your sons live on this rest. Verse 8. Now it happened on one day that Elijah went to Shunem,
How to pronounce Shunem.
for there was a notable
American pronunciation. Notable.
woman, and she pursued him to eat some food. So it was as often as he passed by, he would turn in there to eat some food. Verse 9. And she said to her husband, Look now, I know that this is a holy man of God who passes by your regularly. Verse 10, please let us make a small upper room on the wall, and let us put a bed for him there, and a table, and a
How to pronounce chair.
chair and a lampstand, so it will be where whenever he comes to us, he can turn in there. Verse 11, and it happened one day that he came there, and he turned into the upper room and lay down there. Verse 12, then he said to
SpeechModification.com presents how to pronounce Gehazi.
His servant called this Shamanite woman. When he had called her, she stood before him. Verse 13, and he said to him, say now to her, look, you have been concerning concern for us with all this care. What can I do for you? Do you want me to speak on your behalf to the king or to the commander of the army? She answered, I dwell among my own people. Verse 14. So he said, what then is to be done for her? And
SpeechModification.com presents how to pronounce Gehazi.
Answered accidentally, she has no son.
We are looking at how to pronounce these words as well as how to say more interesting but often confusing words in English, so make sure to stay tuned to the channel. How do you say it?
Actually, she has no son, and her husband is old. Verse 15, so he said, call her. When he had called her, she stood in the doorway. Verse 16, then he said, about this time next year you shall embrace a son. And she said, no, my lord, man of God, do not lie to your maidservant. Verse 17. But the woman conceived and bare a son when the appointed time had come, of which Elijah had told her. Verse 18. And the child grew now it happened one day that he went out to his father to the
American pronunciation.
reapers. Verse 19. And he said to his father, my hand. So he said to a servant, carry him to his mother. Verse 20. When he had taken him and brought him to his mother, he sat on her knees